I don't have a fucking ounce of sympathy for these people who sit here and say, well, I feel this way, so I can't. Then don't do it. Stay down there. The winners are at the top, and the winners at the top don't give a shit about how they feel. We wake up and we perform regardless of how we feel day after day. So if I'm going to ignore my own feelings, I'm certainly not going to take into consideration anybody else's.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin, coming back with another one, man. And listen, I had to show y'all that message from Andrew Tate. I know it could come off as kind of brash. I know it could come off as kind of cocky. You know, I know it could come off as insensitive. But listen, when there's people out there that then had to struggle, right? They had to go through a lot of hurdles, jump a lot of hoops, go through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of pain, a lot of rejection, a lot of failure. You know what I mean? To get to where they are, you know, and have to fight through that to get to where they are at the same time, bro. Listen, they gon' feel that exact same way. Some of y'all don't even really realize it with what you going through in this process, on this journey. You already kind of look at people differently. And it's okay to feel that way. You're not looking down on anybody, which you should never look down on anybody, because you were once in some of these people's shoes. But you will get to a point in your life, I think all of us will, to where, you know, we're not gonna be as sympathetic to everyone's situations and problems. You know, not just on this journey, but just with a lot of things. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you had to go through a lot of uncomfortable situations for you to get to where you at. You know, you had to go through a lot of pain, the feeling of not wanting to do anything, you know, unmotivated, you know what I mean? Tired. You had to fight through a lot of feelings, understand? You had to fight through a lot of feelings and all of that shit, and you still was able to get up and do what needed to be done. Listen, bro, that shit will turn your heart kind of cold. You know, especially when you getting up doing something every day, even when you don't feel like it. I don't care if you gotta go to your job, if it's something that's on your purpose that you gotta do, you struggling with your business, you know, you on some type of weight loss journey, health journey. Listen, when you understand what you had to go through to get to that, bro, you know, what you had to fight through, you're not gonna be really trying to hear nobody excuses. You know, because we be trying to come up with excuses ourselves, and none of those excuses be good enough for me to just stop. None of those excuses be good enough for me to quit or give up or not do what's needed to be done. None of them. Every time I try to come with one, I swear, every time I try to come up with an excuse, it's never good enough for me to not do something. You know, so I'm fighting through feelings, emotions, you know what I mean? All types of shit, low energy, flat lines, urges. I'm fighting through all of that shit. Hunger. You know what I mean? But guess what? It's all worth it in the end. It's all worth it when you get your results, when you get to the destination, when you complete those goals, when you complete that mission. And then you're gonna have people that may approach you, and listen, you're not gonna be trying to hear it. You know, not that you're not gonna listen to them, but you're not gonna think that, like this person really had it hard and blah, 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 and all of that shit. And you gonna be, you know, trying to, you know, sympathize with a motherfucker and, you know, coddle them and baby them and all of that shit, because you didn't even have none of that shit. I don't know about y'all, but I don't have that type of support. And honestly, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I don't got nobody to run to and tell them about what I'm going through internally, mentally, physically. You know what I mean? And definitely not, spiritually, because people just not there. So it's like we deal with a lot that a lot of people don't see. That's why I tell you, like, when you elevating in your life and you doing certain things, a lot of people just not gonna understand. A lot of people gonna look at it as if you weird. A lot of people gonna look at it as if what you doing is easy. So when you finally get to where you trying to go, they ain't gonna think it's nothing. A lot of people gonna think that they could do it. A lot of people gonna downplay it. A lot of people gonna still look at you like, you know what I mean? Like you didn't have to go through nothing. But that's because they didn't see the work that you put in, bro. They didn't see none of that shit. They didn't see none of the struggles, because you got up and did it anyways, and you made it look easy. As hard as it was, you made it look easy by still going to that gym. You made it look easy by sticking to your diet. You made it look easy by studying, staying up late. You made it look easy by getting up early. You made it look easy by going to work still. You made it look easy by giving up and sacrificing a lot of things that you used to love doing. You made it look easy. People like, man, you don't do this, you don't do that. No, I don't. To them, it just looked like you just stopped doing something. To them, they didn't know, they didn't see the struggle. They like, shit, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So they don't see or feel how we feel. So when you got somebody like Andrew Tate, who didn't have to train in MMA, that had to go through ups and downs and starting his companies and businesses and all of that shit, we don't see that. So Andrew Tate is new to a lot of people. Like, he just came out of nowhere talking reckless. Came out of nowhere with boss energy. Motherfuckers like, who is this? Motherfuckers looking him up, trying to figure out, but a lot of people didn't see his process. So when you got a motherfucker like that get to a certain level, that had to go through so much shit, go through so much training, a lot of people not gonna respect, what he talking about. They not gonna respect his grind. They not gonna respect this process, because to them, at a blink of an eye, this motherfucker just in a Lambo. In a blink of an eye, this motherfucker got all this money. In a blink of an eye, this motherfucker got these muscles and in shape and all of that shit. And that's how people might view you. So understand, like, bro, you might have that mentality too, to where you're not gonna be trying to hear motherfucking excuses when you had to go through what you went through. You're not gonna be trying to hear a motherfucking sob story, because at one point, you didn't think that you would get to the level where you at even right now. You know what I'm saying? So now that you see that anything is possible, and you got this tunnel vision, you putting in this work, you focus, you know what I mean? You so dedicated to your process, and this journey, that you're not going to be trying to hear all of that other shit. And motherfuckers going to really be expecting you, you know what I'm saying? Because once upon a time, bro, when you wasn't on this level, you probably was there. You probably was there to hear the excuses and tell motherfuckers that it's going to be okay. Tell motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, that, oh, you know what I mean, you will be able to get through and all this other shit. You probably was there, that being that shoulder to cry on and all of that shit. See, but it's like, a lot of shit changed when you had to suffer yourself. A lot of shit changed when you had to sacrifice so much. A lot of shit changed when you have to claw and fight every single day. A lot of shit changed up here. So you're not gonna be that person that was ass open. You know what I mean? To listen, ass open, to hear excuses, ass open, to have that shoulder to cry on and give advice and all of that shit. Because the advice you give, a lot of people ain't gonna even want to hear. So people gonna be like, man, what happened to you? They ain't gonna even want to call you when you give them that real. It's like I told you, bro. Real shit is like kryptonite to motherfuckers that don't want to change. Real shit is like kryptonite to motherfuckers that's lost. Real shit is like kryptonite to motherfuckers that's comfortable. Motherfuckers that's not willing to work. Motherfuckers that don't want to elevate. Motherfuckers that want to take shortcuts. Real shit is kryptonite to them, so they don't want it. You know what I mean? It's like throwing motherfucking garlic at a fucking vampire. They refuse it. They don't want none of that shit. So it's like, yo, you know what I mean? It's gonna, you might come off in that same manner, with that same energy. And at the end of the day, bro, you can't look at yourself like something is wrong with you. You just had to go through a lot to get what you got. You just had to go through a lot to get what you got. So you don't have time to be soft. You don't have time to coddle and do all of that other soft ass shit that you used to do. Lying to people, telling them that, oh, this and that, making them feel comfortable, bruh. Life ain't comfortable. It wasn't comfortable for you. It wasn't nobody there for you to tell you that it was gonna be okay when you was trying to level up, when you was making changes, when you was uncomfortable. Who was there for you? So you would be doing motherfuckers a disservice at this point by lying to motherfuckers, by being soft with these motherfuckers, by accepting their excuses and all of that bullshit. Being that shoulder, you doing them a disservice at this point. Because you can't, when you go through some shit, bro, listen, dog, you ain't got the patience for it. When you go through some shit, it just changes the way that you think. And that's not a bad thing. And if you do try to come with that same type of energy that you used to, because you probably was in the same shoes as them, so a lot of time birds of a feather flock together, so y'all got excuses for each other for why y'all underachieving. You know what I mean? That's how it works. A lot y'all give each other excuses and reasons why you ain't where you want to be at in life. You know what I'm saying? But shit changes when you get to a certain level and something changes, something clicks up here to where it be like, yo, I can't keep that soft shit up and listen to these excuses, because guess what? They still gonna find more, and then they gonna expect me to be there, and then I gotta listen to more excuses. So when you keep it real with these motherfuckers, it's gonna be two things that happen. They either gonna be mad at you for a minute, but they gonna take in the message, or they gonna stop fucking with you. And you have to be okay with either or. Okay? All you need to know is that you kept it 100. All you need to know is that you had to go through the fire your damn self and be uncomfortable. You can't control what these other motherfuckers want to do. If they don't want to go through that, if they want to take shortcuts, if they want to make excuses for themselves, that's on them. But guess what? When they came to you, you kept it real. They may not like it. I didn't like it when I had to hear some real shit. But I needed it. I needed it more than ever. It was life or death. So understand, bro, like, when you get to that point, don't feel bad about it. You have to go through a lot to get there. So embrace that. All right? And that's my word, man. My name Jason, it's Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.
First I'ma get on my grind, then second stop wasting my time on shit less important. If ain't about money, I'm going the other direction. And third, I'ma do what I gotta to eat. Fourth, I'ma sew up the streets. Fifth, I'ma never quit dropping this heat. So as long as I'm breathing, you better get used to me. Sixth, I'ma get